Hello. So, as you've just seen, I started drawing a witch. After last week's Colour Your World, I decided that I wanted to do something a little less scary. I mean, still mythical witches and things, but yeah. So here it is. Here is, say, part 2. What I've done is I've sketched my little witch there that you've seen at the start, and then I've used a distress oxide. Just sprayed it onto the journal page, and now what I've done is I've taken some white acrylic paint, and rather than add anything else to it, I'm taking the oxide and mixing it in over the stencil so that it's going to get the same colour but a different hue with some really cool like textures going on. Yeah, so that's that. So I'm going to go back to the witch here, and I do start a colourer whilst the page is drying. I haven't sped it up much. I've put it into clips rather than anything else. I started off using an acrylic pen, like a skin tone acrylic pen. Turned out I didn't like it, but I wasn't going for realistic. I was going for fun. So I finished doing the skin, a face and a neck with this pen, and then I moved on to acrylic paints. I just used a portrait pink over the top of it and watered it down just a smidge. Here I'm fighting with the pen because it really didn't like the mixed media card I was using. So yes, she looks like she's got a canny tan there. But here it is, the portrait pink, just to smooth it down, bring a little bit of life into it. You probably shouldn't dip your brush in your tube like that, just for contamination, but I was only adding the pink. So here we are. I'm adding some of the same colours. I'm using quite a few of the same colours that I used in last week's page. But all I'm doing here is I'm going to bring our cloak out. I am going to add in some different colour purples and things. I bring in some pencil. Yeah. So witches, there is a story of witches in Newcastle, which I don't really remember. You will have to go and look it up. But apparently it happened after the witch trials and things. But it's not a very well-known story. I do need to look it up. But yeah, it's quite heartbreaking really. I did read a book about it a few years back. But obviously we all know that I'm like a goldfish once around the fishbowl and everything's gone. So I remember reading about it and thinking, why I never. So this is like the last witch trials. It wasn't the ones that said, the ones in Newcastle was, but it's just not as famous. So I can't remember names or anything either because I'm a bit useless, but I will hunt it out and look for it. So whilst I can't do any of the lives and things, probably for the next 3 weeks, maybe a bit longer, I have done a couple of videos. So this is one of them. And then I do have another one which I've got to edit and things yet. Again, probably don't dip your brush into your paint tube. You can put a little bit out. But I'm not mixing colours here. I'm just adding in. Now it's a purpley pinky red colour. It's called mulled wine. So it's like a red purpley wine. Anyway, it's very nice. But here I am adding black. So I'm adding black to the colour I've already got there. And I've just gone around it. I've done a hat and I've done her hair in a lighter purple. So here I am. I'm using the Maya Himi pencils, which I love, that we used last week. And I'm just going to add in just a little bit of shape. I mean, it's not a real portrait. It's fun. It's cartoon-like. It's all just about having fun, which is what Colour Your World is. If you haven't heard of it, it's in its 3rd year. I started it, 3 years ago. And basically, it's a monthly challenge just to get your arty crafty mojo going. It can be for anybody. You can do it in clay, you can do it in resin, you can do it absolutely anything you want. You get a colour and a theme every month, and then on the first Sunday of the month, I come on and give my version of it. Last week I did a boggart, which is a creepy little creature that lives in the house and basically upsets your children and steals your milk and honey. But this one is just a witch. I did it based around the story. Like, it came into my head, this story of the last witch trials in Newcastle. But I don't remember the whole story. So a witch is a mythical creature, a mythical human, a mythical thing. And this is mythical moments, and the colour is purple this month. So feel free to join in. You can opt in and out whenever you want. It's all completely free. And you can join the Facebook group, Emma's Happy Place Arts and Crafts, and show your work in there and also see what other people do. But again, showing your work is not compulsory. I know not everybody likes to do that, and it is all just about having fun. So once this is done, but I think I faff about a bit more really. Add a few more bits in. I take a black biro, a white gel pen, a black gel pen, Emma, and I just add in a face and I go around and add some details. Unfortunately, the pen wasn't working very well, so I'm too lazy to find another one. So here we are, I'm adding it in. These pens don't normally fail me at all, the Energel ones. Absolutely love them. But this one seems, I think we're running out of ink, to be honest, rather than the pen just gave up the ghost. So this little witch, I think she's quite cute. I didn't give her any accessories. I wasn't sure what kind of witch she was. I did think about putting a little spider hanging off her hat, but then I thought, Emma, you don't even like spiders. Don't do that. So here we are, just adding in just a few more lines just to make our cloak look like it's moving. And then I chop her out. Oh no, I don't. I add some white highlights. See, look at this. Once round the fishbowl and it's gone. My friend's actually got a picture of Dory from Finding Nemo in her phone. So when I ring her or text her, that's what comes up, because I'm useless and I've got a memory like a sieve. But you will be pleased to know that the kitchen is now into the sitting room. This is why I can't do the lives, because I'm getting a new kitchen and rewired and stuff done in the bathroom, and basically the house is upside down. And for somebody who was a hoarder, it's been torture. And I am a hoarder. And that's just, the white pen wasn't working either. Marvellous. So, yeah. So adding the little highlights in, and basically after this, once I stop messing about, what I do is I cut her out and then we'll go back to the journal page. Now, the journal page is super easy. It's just nice and fun. I couldn't think of any words to go on it, as you can imagine, because I'm really bad. But I thought text. So I went with the text stamp, and it's just a basic scribbly. I thought it could be like spells in the background, because you can't really read what it says or anything. And then I add on some pet stickers, and some of these papers, these were on the website. They are all letters. I go around the edge with the ink pad as well. It draws the eye into the middle, just having that edge around it, which is why if I'm doing anything not in an art journal, I tend to back it onto black. So here I am with the stickers, and I do hunt out just a couple. I've got one with bat wings on a key, which I absolutely love. And then I do use the purple rose as well, just because. And then this one with a clock on, because I just thought it all worked really well together. So whilst pet stickers are a bit of a nightmare to get the back off sometimes, there is loads of tricks, and I think I've got about 400 different videos now on my YouTube of different crafty ideas. I leave everything in. If it goes wrong, I leave it in. Not everything goes perfect all the time. So what I do is I just leave everything in. If it goes wrong, it goes wrong. It really doesn't matter. Nothing is perfect for everybody. So I've added the stickers. I've added the paper, and I am just inking around the edge of my little witch here, and I'm going to stick her on as well. I have also added a couple of bottles on there that look like potion bottles. So I think she is a potion witch. I definitely think she's a potion witch. All I'm going to do now is I'm going to add some shading around, and there we go. Have a lovely week, and I will see you soon. Bye for now.